Welcome to this video presented by the Vacation Rental Formula. And today we're talking about researching for investment and the 5 key factors that you need to be aware of before you even consider investing in a short-term rental property. This video is kindly supported by Avalara MyLodgeTax. MyLodgeTax can help you by automating the remittance of your lodging or hospitality tax and a lot more, anything really to do with that lodging tax that is very likely to be coming your way wherever you are investing. So if you need more information on Avalara MyLodgeTax, go to cottageblogger.com/Avalara. So my name's Heather Bayer. I am the CEO of Ontario-based Cottage Link Rental Management. We're a property management company that manages around 180 to 200 properties. And over the years, we have booked over 50,000 guests through our company. And I've been in this business for nearly 30 years now. I am also the co-founder of the Vacation Rental Formula, an educational resource for vacation rental owners, for hosts, and for property managers. So let's get on with these 5 key factors for investing in property. The first one, before you even start to think about investing, when you're starting to think about the location where you want to invest, you need to look at the regulations that are in place. And not just those that are in place now, but those might be pending for the future.
Thank you. Barbara Reed, followed by John Dixon, followed by Joe.
And you need to look at regulations on a range of different levels, and right down at the granular level, which is the HOAs, the associations that may govern condo buildings or townhouse units. Find out if they actually permit vacation rentals at all, because we've heard some really nasty horror stories about people buying condos, townhouses, even full homes, and then realizing later that there is a full ban on short-term rentals of any kind. So that's where you need to start. Secondly, you need to look at the municipal level, the township, whatever they might call it in the area, and see what types of taxes might be in place on any vacation rental in that area. And then we move on to the county level, because some places have taxes at each level. You might have an HOA tax, a municipal tax, a county tax, and then a state tax. This is unusual, but be very aware that you need to look at every level of governance and regulation in any area you're thinking about investing. Because if you don't, you can find at a later date that you should have been paying taxes and now they want those back taxes from you. And Avalara MyLodgeTax is certainly one of those resources that can help you to actually find out what taxes are being imposed in different areas. So not only can they automate the remittance of those taxes once you collect them from guests, but they can help you find out what those taxes are. Secondly, inbound tourism. You can go to tourist boards, you can go to the local tourist office or the state tourism department and find out the information on where traffic is coming in to that location. Is it fly-in or drive-in? Do people come from 2 hours away or 10 hours away if they're likely to fly in? These are the things that you need to know, because this will drive how you market the property. You'll market it differently if you're marketing to a fly-in audience than if you're marketing to an audience that is just driving a couple of hours. I know this because most of the traffic to my property management company comes out of the city of Toronto, and they know they don't drive more than 2 or 3 hours. And that drives a lot of the marketing that we do. So find out about seasonality. It's great if you find the most fantastic property and you think it's going to really rent well, and then find at a later date that all the traffic comes in the summer months and you're going to find it a real challenge to rent through other months. Also look at the events and attractions that might be in the area. Is the location near a sports stadium that has continual sports events going on throughout the year? Because that can really help deliver some useful information on what types of rentals you're going to have. Are you going to have weekly rentals, or are they going to be one nights or weekend type of rental periods? And then finally, find out from the tourism department what the demographics are of these inbound tourists. Are they millennials? Are they primarily millennials? Are they family groups? Are they older couples? Are they active people? Because once again, this information will help you define the personas, which are the sort of composite type of demographic that you'll be aiming your marketing at. And you need to start at the beginning of this process with knowing who your inbound tourists are. Thirdly, we're going to look at market share. So you want to buy a property or invest in a property in a location that is not already saturated, and some areas are becoming saturated with vacation and short-term rentals. Airbnb has brought in a large increase in properties available for rent. So you want to find out how many properties there are in that location, how many in the specific area that you want to rent in, that you want to buy in. And you can do this simply by looking on HomeAway and Airbnb and counting up how many there are, because the majority of properties are advertised on those platforms. While you're looking at market share, you want to look at the rental rate variables. How much are they charging for those properties? What size of properties are most popular, and are there specific locations that are more popular than others? So I'm thinking about some of the areas where you have properties right the way along a beach, and then there are other properties a block back or maybe 2 blocks back. So those are the things you need to be taking into account when you're looking at market variables, because the rental rate will differ dramatically just by the location of the actual property, say whether it's on the beach or a block back from the beach. When you invest in a property, you're more than likely to go looking for a realtor. And I have personal experience of buying property from a distance when I was still in the UK and trying to buy property in Canada. And I made the mistake at the outset of not finding a realtor who had knowledge of the vacation rental market. I just went into the newspapers and looked for the one with the nicest face. And that was a big mistake, because I flew out from England on a viewing trip and saw 15 properties over a weekend, none of which would have been suitable for rental on the terms that I wanted to do it. And I found out subsequently that realtor really knew nothing about rentals, and he was more interested in simply selling a property to me as simply a second home owner who was just coming out to enjoy it myself. And there's a vast difference in that type of investment. So you want to find out what knowledge they have of the market, find out if they have other owners who've bought properties through them and who are now renting out that you can contact and get some referral information from. Finally, you need to find out what the competitive edge is. What is it that people are doing in different locations which are driving more rentals to them? And you can find that out by simply looking at the reviews on the listing sites, look at the reviews on HomeAway, look at the reviews on Airbnb of properties that are doing really well, because the guests who have stayed there are defining what that competitive edge is. So it could be, let's say, for example, in Destin, if you're looking at a condo in Destin, and if you look through the reviews, you may find that the most popular properties are those that just simply provide free beach chairs. Because there's certain areas and certain beaches where the rental of beach chairs is, can add on another $150 to a week of vacation. So that is a competitive edge, just adding in some beach chairs. Let's look at, let's say, Nashville and the urban, or any urban area really. One of the competitive edge factors there might be a designated parking space. So if you found that a lot of people are driving into an area, they're going to bring their car, they want a place to park it. So you could have an edge over your competition by simply being able to provide a designated parking space. So take a look at the reviews, see what guests are saying about different properties and about what it is that they enjoyed most about them, and then make a list of what your competitive edge could be. So there you are. Those are the 5 factors that should be influencing your investment decisions. So I hope you really enjoyed learning about those key factors that can influence your decision in investing in vacation rental property. Please leave any comments and questions that you have in the comment section, and I will get back to you and answer any questions that you have. Before I sign off, I just want to mention the vacation rental formula, which is your best choice for educational material and resources for helping you develop your vacation rental or short-term rental business. We provide training, tutorials, question and answer sessions, and a community that you can join in and ask questions directly from me and other members of the Vacation Rental Formula team. So I hope we will see you there at vacationrentalformula.com.